everybody, and welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Rachel Picaro, and man, the weather has been all over the place. I love chill in the air, but the wind, not so much, and especially if there's water on the roadways, I don't like it. I don't like driving over the pulley when it's rainy. I know there was a down tree this morning, so a lot to talk about, and that's why we have the one and only Drew Davis over here, meteorologist here at Hawaii News Now. Drew, what can we expect?
Aloha.
Is it going to be cold?
Yeah, it's still going to be chilly out there. We've got a couple of alerts that I want to walk through from the National Weather Service. Again, we had those strong winds out there. We still have a wind advisory. Actually, just breaking from the National Weather Service. We had a high wind warning, so you can ignore this down in the bottom left. This has been downgraded to a wind advisory statewide, so no longer seeing a high wind warning out there. The flood watch has also been canceled. And we've also seen the winter storm warning that was up for the summits of Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea be canceled as well. Of course, with these breezy winds, we have a high surf warning up on east-facing shores until 6 a.m. on Tuesday. Still breezy outside. You can see our winds outside right now. Overall, east and northeasterly, closer to around 20 miles per hour, a little bit weaker over in Wahiawa, and westerlies being measured over in Hilo. As we're going forward, these winds are going to get slightly weaker, going to around the 15 to 20 mile per hour range going into Tuesday and Wednesday. We're still expecting some lingering moisture to hang around. We're expecting more windward rainfall like we're seeing outside right now. A lot of the rainfall over the last couple of days has mostly fallen over windward and Mauka locations. You can see that's the case all the way into Tuesday. Some lingering moisture into Wednesday, slightly drier on the back half of this week. Some long-range models are hinting at more rainfall coming in this weekend, but we'll give you more details on that as we have it over the next couple of days. That's it for First Alert Weather. I want to send it over to Jonathan for a look at the wet roadways.
Well, Rachel, you're going to really appreciate this. We're taking a look at the Like Highway. That's where the rain is really coming down pretty heavy, as you can kind of see in our monitors right here. It's kind of coming sideways right now. I'm going to switch the cameras to show you what it's like on the other side. This is at Like and Kahekili. The brunt of the rain, as far as I can tell with traffic is concerned, is really coming down in these areas. Let's go to another camera. Again, on this side of the island, kind of blocked with all the raindrops right there. This is the camera at the the Pali Highway and Pu'iwa Road. And let's move on a little bit farther by Wa'ukanaka. There was a down tree a little bit earlier today. That has since been cleared off. The good news is, though, as you move farther out of town, it's going to get a little bit drier, as you see in Hawaii Kai, and the main commute on the H1 in the westbound direction still coming down a little bit wet. So, Rachel, a lot of wet things happening this afternoon. Keep those umbrellas handy.
Thanks you guys so much for the weather and traffic updates. You can always stay up to date on the changing conditions by downloading the HNN First Alert Weather app. The link is also posted online at hawaiinewsnow.com. And the state's Military and Community Relations Office, also known as MACRO, is a bridge between Hawaii's communities and the military. They help bring groups together for meaningful conversations about shared spaces, priorities, and opportunities. And while MACRO isn't part of today's interview, they've helped us make important dialogue possible today. We are taking an inside look at U.S. Space Force, how they support Hawaii, their role across the Indo-Pacific region, and what's ahead for 2026. And joining us is Brigadier General Brian Denaro, Commander United States Space Forces Indo-Pacific at Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Hawaii. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thanks, Rachel.
All right, now let's talk about this United States Forces Indo-Pacific. For those who may not know out there, our viewers, can you please explain that?
Yeah, so the United States Space Force is the latest branch of the military service. It's about 6 years old right now, and we stood up to protect and defend our nation's space assets and those of our allies and partners. And we've been working on this for several years now. And now recently, within the last 3 years, we stood up a Space Forces Indo-Pacific, which is the Space Forces component here in Hawaii. If you've heard of Pacific Air Forces or Pacific Fleet, this is the Space Force component here in Hawaii that manages our space assets, both in Hawaii and throughout the Indo-Pacific.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about the Indo-Pacific. It is a wide area to cover. So talk to me a little bit about what you folks do, the day-to-day, and I know that you folks call each other guardians, right?
That's
Talk
right.
to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so, I mean, a lot of us watched some football yesterday. You can think of it, you know, you got that camera on the field, right? And you can only see so much. You kind of see what the players see. And then it pans up to that camera that looks over the field. Right. And you get a much better picture of the players, the teams, the overall situation on the field. That's similar to what the Space Force does for the other joint services, is we provide that higher perspective. From the high ground, you can look down and see what's happening in the Navy, in the Air Force, and provide that situational awareness for the Joint Force. And so we leverage our space capabilities, whether it's GPS, like we use every day in our cars and on our cell phones, or the weather, like we just heard about, the weather satellites providing a forecast for you as we go about our daily lives, or the communication satellites that allow us to stay connected as we go about and do our operations. These services are available to the U.S. military, but they're also things we enjoy throughout our communities day in and day out.
Wow, I know we just heard the weather forecast from Drew Davis earlier, and we wouldn't be able to get a lot of those models without the help of Space Forces as well. So that's why everything is just really important, because they all work hand in hand, correct?
Right.
Now let's talk about it here in Hawaii. The benefits of having the U.S. Space Forces Indo-Pacific right here at our disposal. How important is that?
Well, first of all, we're helping to provide the security and the safety for our space assets so that we can all enjoy those things that I just talked about, the GPS and the communications. And I think that's a benefit to all of us throughout the United States and across the world, as well as specifically here in Hawaii. And so we take very seriously our commitment to the services here in Hawaii and the things that we do for the state and for the people of Hawaii. And some of the more specific things that we've done, like after the wildfires, provided some Starlink terminals for first responders and families to stay connected after those fires. We've helped bring a lot of investment into the state, whether it's STEM jobs and STEM opportunities for our youth, and commercial investment in a lot of the space capabilities here in Hawaii. We're involved in the communities. Our guardians live in these communities and go to school. Their kids go to school in these communities, and so we very much feel a part of Hawaii, and we're committed to being good partners in providing capabilities to the state.
That's right. You were just talking about the Guardians and your team being in the community, working for the community, but not only that, they are giving back to the community. I know that you guys have gone through thousands of hours of volunteer hours with the food bank and other places throughout Hawaii. So I applaud all of you for doing what you can here in Hawaii. Appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
And then as we talk about the benefits of having you folks here in Hawaii, there are some things that we will be looking at when we look to the future. We are in 2026. What can we expect?
So, we'll continue to provide those services that we all enjoy every day, whether it's connecting your bank transactions so that your money flows freely from bank to bank by providing that timing signal from GPS, or the weather forecast from the weather satellites. We continue to keep those safe and secure, and more broadly across the Indo-Pacific, make sure that we have a free and open Indo-Pacific where our military can operate and keep everyone safe. And then, we look forward continuing to partner with the people of Hawaii and being good, being good partners in the way that we interact and help out everyone.
Absolutely. In fact, you mentioned partnerships. Before we go, we have to talk about the partnerships that you have with the Republic of Korea and also with Japan.
Right.
It takes everybody because, like we mentioned, it is a vast area to cover, and we can't do it alone, right?
That's right. It is very vast, and there's a lot of room to cover, and really we need everybody's help. All nations, not one nation can do this alone, and so we enjoy the partnership of many allies and partners, notably, like you mentioned, Japan and Korea. We have subordinate units there with Space Forces Japan and Space Forces Korea that do planning and training with the Japanese and the Koreans, and we couldn't do it without their good partnership, and we continue to grow those partnerships going forward.
Wonderful. I mean, so much to come for you folks in this year, but also so much opportunity for, like you mentioned, the youth here in Hawaii with jobs and everybody coming. There is so much for STEM, like you mentioned, so a lot of opportunity there with the United States Space Forces Indo-Pacific. If you want to learn more, they've got their website, and we're also going to be posting it on ours, HaiNowDaily.com. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate it.
welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Fall in love with your skin again with the help of Honolulu Med Spa. They've got their favorite Valentine's couples, and we have Chelsea Kavanaugh here, who is the lead medical esthetician over there at Honolulu Med Spa. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, okay, I love the sound of falling in love with your skin all over again, and there are ways that you can do that. You brought in some products today. There are some services as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what you folks are doing specifically for Valentine's Day.
So we have some great specials that are great couples together. We have our microneedling with Regeron, which I have right here. It's going to help with healing, which is in the name, Healing Essence. It's going to calm down inflammation.
One here?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to calm down inflammation. It's going to speed up that healing. So if you have Valentine's Day plans, you'll be ready to go. And
Yes.
it's going to do all the anti-aging benefits for it as well.
Nice. Okay, so when I mentioned coupling, sometimes you're adding a treatment to a product or other things that you have in combination, but that's just to give it like an extra boost, an added benefit, right?
Yes, and then another great one that we have is a facial with, you get the Color Science Flex. I know the weather's been awful lately, but we still have to wear our sunscreen 365 days a year. It's going to protect you from the UVA, UVB, and the blue light, because I know everyone's at home watching TV, playing on your phone. This is going to protect your skin.
That's a great reminder for me, because when it's cloudy outside, I tend to think, oh no, I'm gonna save my product, because sometimes it can be pretty pricey. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be in the sun. It's overcast, no problem. But that's probably when you get like the most sunburn, because you don't protect yourself, right?
Exactly, you would be surprised.
You'd be surprised. Okay, and then you brought in some other things on this side as well. This is perfect.
So this is perfect for someone that forgot to get a Valentine's Day gift. $300 gift card, and you get this great little package that comes with a mask, some chocolates, because you have to have chocolate on Valentine's Day, a little cookie, and of course our Ourself lip conditioner.
Yeah, okay, I have the Ourself lip conditioner, and it's so hydrating, but it comes in like different colors. I got the trio. Absolutely beautiful. I love that one. It just makes my lips feel
what I'm wearing
soft and supple. Oh, she's wearing it today. I love it. Okay, and then you also have this mask over here. What's in this mask?
So it is the biocellulose mask. It's going to help with hydrating your skin. So post-procedure, if you want the benefits of your facial to last longer, put the mask on. I like to keep mine in the refrigerator, so if I feel a little red or a little hot, sunburnt, anything, put it on, and it's gonna reduce that inflammation, that redness.
Perfect. Okay, so this is a package deal already put together for those who maybe didn't come up with an idea for your significant other. They already got you covered. You wanted something just to add to that, because you know it's all about coupling things.
Yes.
It is Valentine's Day. You can also head to their website, because you guys have fantastic memberships as well.
Yeah, we have some great memberships that's going to include different services that you can select from, and a number of discounts and goodies throughout the year.
Nice. So there are some specials for February. Are these part of the specials, or these are in addition? There's some other things?
No, these are part of the specials, the microneedling with the Regeron, the facial with the Color Science. If you get a syringe of filler, you will get the Ourself lip replenishing filler, which is going to give you longer lasting lip plumping, hydration, peptides to stimulate collagen. And then of course our gift card special, and then $100 off our P&O shot.
Okay, that's right. If you want to take the intimacy to the next level, go ahead and check them out over there at Honolulu Med Spa. And I also want to say you can plump those lips up, because you're going to be doing a lot of kissing on Valentine's Day, right? All right, for the details, your website?
Yes, so honolulumedspa.com or our Instagram, Honolulu Med Spa.
All right, thank you so much. A lot of different things that you can choose from over there, Honolulu Med Spa. We're gonna have details, hinowdaily.com as well. Go ahead and shop for your ladies, everyone. Take a look at all the product they got. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with more on Hi Now Daily.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're on the roof of Hawaii News Now, checking out our new storm chasing vehicle, the First Alert Weather Tracker. Let's take a look. All right, let's bring you inside the First Alert Weather Tracker. You may be familiar with some of the storm chasing vehicles that other news stations have on the continental U.S. Well, we have all of the same tech here at Hawaii News Now. We actually have several different cameras here in the vehicle that we can put on live television. We've got this camera, and we also have a camera up on the roof to be able to show you what's going out in the elements at any time. So here's the camera up on the roof of the First Alert Weather Tracker. It allows us to do some really awesome things with this vehicle. You may remember it flooded on parts of Oahu in early January of 2025. And we're also able to get some really cool shots of rushing water when the torrential rainfall was coming down. Of course, you'll see our logo on this car. It's wrapped with a lot of First Alert weather icons right here, First Alert Weather Tracker, and our website, hawaiinewsnow.com, to get the latest First Alert weather updates. And of course, it's provided by our friends at Toyota Hawaii. They gave us this really awesome 4Runner so we can get the latest updates for you at home. All right, let's bring you into the First Alert Weather Tracker one more time to show you where all the magic happens. Right here, this is the control panel. This is where we control the cameras, the audio, the visual, sending it back into the station so you can see live breaking weather and live breaking news. And look how big this computer is. We had to take out an entire seat out of the First Alert Weather Tracker to allow it to fit. It really is the center, the heart of what is the First Alert Weather Tracker. All right, you also might be wondering, what other cool tech do we have besides the cameras? Because you could put cameras on any car. Well, H&N has provided us with this really cool tablet. It lets us take a look at radar and satellite at any time. Let's take a look. So whenever we have active weather, we can zoom in on Oahu, zoom in on each island, and show you where the most impactful weather actually is. This is a 4Runner. It's built to last. Everybody here in Hawaii loves Toyotas, Tacomas, 4Runners, and it's built to withstand the elements. We were literally able to drive it into a flooded park during January's winter storm. Of course, if you see the First Alert Weather Tracker out in the field, make sure to come up and say hi to us. We always are really looking to get out into the community, but also we've got this fun QR code on the back of the truck. This will take you right to the App Store or the Google Play Store where you can download the First Alert Weather app and get all of our mobile alerts sent directly to your cell phone. So the next time you see this big blue beast out on the H1 and you're confused on what it actually is, now you know it's the First Alert Weather Tracker. We use it for live breaking news, live breaking weather, and also First Alert Weather traffic. So the next time you see us, stop by. We'll talk story about how awesome this thing really is. So we'll see you guys next time.
The Hawaii Ag Foundation's Localicious Art and Recipe Contest is in its 8th year. And joining me now, we have Jenny, who is the educational manager there. And then we also have Halia, who is the winner of the Localicious contest last year. So we're going to talk about all the good stuff that you guys were doing, again, with Hawaii Energy, one of the sponsors, right? So Jenny, kick us off. What is the Localicious Art and the Recipe Contest?
Great, thank you so much for having us. So the Localicious Art and Recipe Contest really invites K through 12th grade students to think about and imagine what kind of school meal they'd actually want to eat, right? While incorporating local ingredients that are grown, caught, or raised here in Hawaii. So really through art and recipe, they're able to show their creativity, their culture, their diversity, while also learning about where their food's coming from, and also potential careers in ag, culinary arts, and food systems.
Now, why is that so important for local kids right here to be learning about that and incorporating, you know, in the recipe contest, but also the art contest?
Yeah, well, it helps give them a voice about what they want to eat, and it also gives some direction to the Hawaii Department of Education about, you know, future school meals. Right? What are the tastes that students like? You know, what we've seen is that they really want something that connects to their culture, like a meal that they'd see at home, right? So it helps them to be part of that conversation and to understand that they're part of our food future, right? It all starts with the keiki.
All right, okay, now Halia, talk to me about your experience. You were the big winner last year. Tell me about what you made and talk about that process and what you learned.
So I made a ulu crusted fish using like owl, and the reason I used ulu is because, you know, the #1 leading cause of death in Hawaii is heart disease, and so I want to incorporate an ingredient that helps not only taste as good, but also benefits us as well. I never expected to like try for the contest. My teacher actually just kind of was like, oh, like try it for fun, and like I'm very grateful for the experience I've had through it. I had like a lot of like trial and error, and I tried so much, like I think over and over again, I think for about a month to try perfect it. And I just wanted to really make it, like what inspired me was that when I was like at school, or I'm still at school, but I wouldn't eat like the school lunch because it would taste like bland, or like it would like be like kind of weird, or like the cheese would be kind of like fakey. So I kind of wanted to create a dish that would not only taste good but also nourish us. And I know a lot of parents and administrations want their keiki to eat clean and eat good, but also it tastes good as well.
Awesome, and you are on the right track because you are in the culinary program at Kalani High School. So this is perfect. I know that there's so many different programs that you can get into when you're with the Hawaii Ag Foundation. You're also going to be participating in a new one this year, right? Talk to me about what that one is, Jenny.
So earlier, Halia and I were talking about, she's one of our participants in our Young Entrepreneurs program. So I really love that she not only participated in our Localicious recipe contest, but now she's extending that to create a shelf-stable food product that's really highlighting local ingredients here. And she's doing a great job. It's going to be some cookies coming soon.
Yeah, and when you win the Localicious art or the recipe contest, there's some money involved as well. So you get a good prize, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Leah was able to get a cash prize from this, and you know, we've been so fortunate to have our sponsors, Hawaii Gas, to help bring this contest from throughout the state, right? We're able to connect with students all over Hawaii and have them really be recognized, right? So we've been working with them since 2018.
Awesome, and then there are some new things this year with the Localicious contest.
Yep.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so this year what we've done is added even more grade level categories, and then we also have county-based awards. So what that actually means is that even more students from every single island will be able to participate, right? And it really just celebrates that diversity, that creativity, and those really unique food stories that we have throughout the islands.
Very cool. Okay, now the details. How can you apply? What do you need to do? Because I know that there's 2 separate sides. So you can enter your recipe, but you can also enter your art. Tell me how to do that.
Okay, so the art contest is going to be for K through 8th grades, and then for the recipe contest, that is for high schoolers, so 9 through 12. And then as I mentioned, there are different category breakdowns within the art contest. But how you go ahead and enter that is going to our website. All of the official rules, the entry forms, all the logistics of how you participate, how you submit that artwork and that recipe are going to be located there on our website, www.hawaiiagfoundation.org. And the contest is open now, and then it's going to close March 2nd.
Wow, okay, so all the information on their website. We're also gonna have it on HighNowDaily.com. But a big mahalo to Hawaii Gas for sponsoring this incredible event. I mentioned the 8th year of the Localicious Art and Recipe Contest. Make sure you keiki out there, go ahead and enter because there are some good prizes. And congratulations again to you on this program, and of course the one that you're entering again this year. All right, we're gonna have the details on HighNowDaily.com. Mahalo. Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Valentine's is more than a day and we're celebrating all week long with Watanabe Floral. They're offering free delivery days this week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday for certain areas of Oahu. Along with flowers, they will also have treats like chocolate-covered strawberries and so much more. To order, visit their website, watanabefloral.com. And if you're still looking to make plans, book a reservation at 100 Sales Restaurant and Bar. It's located at the Prince Waikiki. This weekend, from the 12th to the 15th, 100 Sales will have a special 3-course prefix dinner for only $89 a person. You can also add on the wine pairing or specialty cocktail options. For details, just scan the code right there on your screen. And with Valentine's Day around the corner, some couples are turning their focus towards strengthening their relationship. Marriage therapists say being proactive can make a big difference. Studies show therapy can help couples address small issues early before they turn into bigger challenges later.
Now, your relationship doesn't need a fancy, expensive holiday. It just needs curiosity and presence. So turning towards your partner and giving them a moment. I think we take for granted that we think we know our partners so well after years and years of living with them. But in my experience, that's not the case. We don't know so much about them, and they're a mystery, and a mystery to be sort of explored.
Very cool. For more tips to improve your relationship, just listen to Stephanie Lum's Mothership podcast on Hawaii News Now's website or wherever you get your podcasts. All right, and singer-songwriter Josh Groban was in Hawaii this week for his world tour. During his concert at the Blaisdell Arena, he paid tribute to our islands and brought 2 special Hawaii entertainers to the stage with him. Take a look.
Please give it up for Amy Hanayali.
Epic, as we just saw Josh Groban brought up Amy Hanayali'i, and there was another special guest too, Keali'i Raichel.
Join me. Grab a stool, won't you?
Sure, I can be tall. I can be just as tall as you. I actually wore shoes today.
So I got my high heels on too, you know.
Okay. So with mine, I'm 5'5".
There you go. They would not listen. They did not know how.
Wow, what an incredible show. The crowd loved the special guest and the heartfelt kickoff to the world tour. Next, Josh Groban will head to London and Canada. And here's a live look from our camera that shows off the views and vibes from Oahu's west side. Kamukana is hosting a Blooms and Besties event on Friday for Galentine's Day. Then on Saturday, they will have the Hearts and Crafts gift fair. For details, visit kamakanaali'i.com. And if you're single and looking to mingle, sign up for a mixer and speed dating event. It's happening at the Laystand Waikiki at Romer House Waikiki on Saturday night. Singles will rotate through multiple speed dating rounds, and tickets include heavy poo-poo, 1 complimentary drink, and participation in the event. You can also bring a hype crew with you. Bring me, I love to hype people. Register online by scanning the code on the screen. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. If you're looking for plans this weekend, you and the whole family can go to the fun fair on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Honolulu Waldorf School in New Valley. It's called Waldorf Fair. Love grows here. You can shop handmade games and treasures and enjoy things like a petting zoo, pony rides, puppet shows, live performance, delicious food, and a silent auction. For details, just visit their website, honoluluwaldorf.org. And Hawaii Opera Theater is debuting a new show called The Riot Girl on Mars, the Italian girl in Algiers. There are no shows on February 13th at 7:30 p.m. and February 15th at 4 p.m. The shows are at the Neil Blaisdell Concert Hall. For tickets, scan the code or visit hawaiiopera.org. Musicians from Hawaii Symphony Orchestra are performing live on Saturday as part of their Music from the Heart event. This will take place at several locations across Oahu from 10 a.m. till noon and from 4 to 6:30 p.m. Some of the locations include Bishop Museum and the Barn at Salt at Our Kaka'ako. Scan the code right there on your screen and visit their website, myhso.org, and to find performances near you. And next week is Lunar New Year, and we're throwing back to about a year ago when I had a chance to visit Jade Dynasty at Ala Moana Center. Go ahead and check this out. I'm here at Ala Moana Center about to step into Jade Dynasty Seafood Restaurant, where they've been voted Hawaii's best Chinese restaurant and dim sum for the last 10 years. Plus, it's the perfect place to hold your special gathering. And now I'm sitting here at the table in the VIP room. I feel very special right now, sitting next to Tim Ho. He is the vice president here at Jade Dynasty. What a pleasant surprise to be sitting down in front of all of this food. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, thank you for coming. We're glad to have you. Jade Dynasty, who started in 2010 with my father's vision. He's the owner and founder of Jade Dynasty, Mr. Alan Ho. And he had a vision for a Cantonese restaurant that was banquet-style Chinese food, but with a modern twist. It's sophisticated but welcoming. He really wanted it to be a place for family gatherings, whether it's small intimate gatherings or large banquets.
Beautiful. Now let's talk about the concept when it comes to the cuisine here. What can people expect when they're ordering off that menu?
So we're a Cantonese restaurant, so we specialize in classical dim sum, fresh seafood, and banquet-style dishes here. It's a balance between modern, authentic, fresh, and healthy.
Now, would you mind going through this spread with me today? The favorites, your favorite, what's the most popular? And I know you guys have some specials that are going to be on the menu upcoming.
Yes, so right here we have our snow mountain buns. This is my favorite dish right here. It's kind of like a char siu manapua bun, so it's really classic like that, but it's got this frosted cream on it that's baked into it, and it's sweet and savory. So
oh my goodness.
it's best when it's fresh, and it is our #1 seller for a good reason.
I can see why. This is so delicious.
A dish rooted in tradition, but with a modern twist and culinary presentation to it. It is just the kick it needs.
I would order like 3 more of these. These are so good.
Only thing is that it's a little bit messy.
Messy hasn't hurt anybody, right? This is so good. That was the most popular, but now do you have anything unique on the menu?
Yeah, so our pomelo chicken salad, this dish right here, is quite unique in the sense that it's quite healthy, and it's one of the dishes that my mom added to the menu with me in mind, because I, growing up, didn't enjoy seafood as much, so this dish has some personal connection to myself. Well, make sure you get some pine nuts in there, because that really ties the dish together.
Ooh, with a little bit of crunch. Oh my goodness. Wow. I was not expecting that. That is so refreshing.
I call it delicious.
I'm calling for seconds. It's no secret that I wouldn't go for salad as my first choice, but this I would definitely have to have in the lineup. Mom did good on this one.
Oh yeah, she knows her stuff.
All right, now that we've tried the most popular, we've tried one of your favorites, there's some specials as well.
Yeah, so we're very excited to be launching a new line of dishes for a limited time. It's our Hunan style spicy series. And one of them is right here. It is our tiger prawns with aromatic chili. It is jumbo tiger prawns cooked with dried chili and red and green peppers with a little bit of sesame seeds.
That looks spicy.
Oh yeah, it's spicy and good. It's for the spice lovers out there who want to try some spicy Chinese food and to explore the Sichuan and Hunan style cuisines. got some nice spice on it.
I can hear the crunch all the way over here.
It's only available for a limited time, so while supplies last, come get yours today. So we've got Sichuan wild beef spice. We've got Sichuan style, Hunan style filet fish. And so these are just like the starting few. So we'll see how it evolves from there.
Awesome. So let's also talk about the fact that we are in this private room right now. These walls can come down, it could expand and have way more room for an entire party. In fact, people can rent out this whole space.
That's absolutely correct. These walls comes down, they have private TVs in them, so they're good for family showings or business presentations. And this whole restaurant can be rented out. It's very common. We have weddings here, graduations.
You name it, they can host your party. Tim, I heard you folks are part of the ASB Buy Local program. Tell everybody what those specials are.
Yeah, so we're very proud to be part of the ASB Buy Local program. We've been in it since 2024, and it is, for us, it's for $100 or more you spend, you can get $20 back. For $300, you can get $50 on your meal, and for $500, you can get $100 a meal. So very good for business lunches. It's great seeing new faces from the tourists and returning faces from the locals, especially the aunties and uncles here on the island who absolutely love the food and occasionally tell me it's better than the Chinese food they have in China. It's very rewarding.
So it's very authentic. So come on in to Jade Dynasty here in Ala Moana Center. But of course, make sure you bring that ASB Visa debit card. We're gonna have all the details on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Man, I had dreams about those Snow Mountain buns. They were so good. They come out nice and hot, flaky, they're sweet, they're just salty, everything. Go and check them out over there at Jade Dynasty. You won't regret it. Now, I gotta go back too. And if you want to celebrate Lunar New Year, join American Savings Bank at the 50th Chinatown Festival and Parade. There will also be local food and craft vendors and live entertainment. The event is from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. All vendors, activities, and entertainment will line Veritania Street and flow right into A'ala Park. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We're gonna take a quick break, but come on back. this week's Kupuna Wisdom, I've got a very special guest. We have Alice Naito. She is a professional classical Japanese dancer and former teacher. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here today. Thank you.
Let's just talk a little bit about your journey as a professional dancer, how that became about and how you started.
My parents, my mom and dad, were interested in music, and they were very interested in Japanese classical dance, the type that you would kind of see on the kabuki stage in Tokyo. Started when I was 4, continued, and at that time I was just so determined to go to Japan to further my studies and receive my professional degree. I was very fortunate to be able to live in with my instructor. Very unusual. She was just full of compassion. She's a very, very beautiful person.
And then after you got all of these skills, you brought it home, you brought it back to Hilo.
Oh yes, and I wanted to distribute that to the youngsters in Hilo, not Honolulu, but Hilo.
What is the secret to having a happy life?
It's so important to remain as active as you possibly can, regardless of age. And I can still dance yet.
I want to see it. I was just going to ask you, so can you show me just a little move?
The bando is very slow. It's a big movement. So a 1, 2, 3 would be like 1, 2, 3. But the hanayagi would be 1, 2, 3.
That was fantastic. So graceful. Well, thank you for being here with me. We're going to have
guys.
Yes, we're going to have this entire segment up on HiNowDaily.com. One of the main goals of Kualoa Ranch is to preserve its sacred lands. And today, we're hiking through Hakipu'u Valley to learn more about their native restoration efforts here on the windward side. Thank you so much for inviting me into this secret space.
Oh no, thank you for being here. No, and it's very, very exciting to have you guys get to go see some of the work that we do over here at Kualoa. And the specific site that we're at is one of our restoration sites. We call it Punawai Ulu. And the name refers to the water system that you see over here. We have several punawai throughout this whole ahupua'a. Punawai is the Hawaiian word for freshwater stream. It is really the cornerstone for maintaining our Mauka to Makai connection.
Can you tell us a little bit about the work that's being done here, the native restoration?
Honestly, we do a whole variety of different tasks over here. There's 4,000 acres on the ranch, and some of that includes pasture work. A lot of that for us specifically though includes working up in the forest. So we have a lot of our native forest ecosystems that are still intact. And so we'll go out up on the ridges and go find some of those kipuka. And then when the fruit are ready for harvest, we'll go collect those and bring them back down to our greenhouse space. And it's in those spaces where we'll go and grow those plants so that we can take them out to other places around the ranch. Punawai Ulu being one of those spaces. So we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plants that have been placed here for the past 5 or more years that have all grown and then reestablished this ecosystem that used to be prevalent throughout this whole entire valley.
Now, over the 5 years, there's been some progress, there's been some setbacks. Could you share with us?
Obviously, weeding is kind of one of the main things that we're always going to be doing. A lot of the plants that were introduced here over the course of the past 150 plus years, obviously they don't have their natural predators anymore, so we have to fill in that space. And so what the field crew is doing right now, they're weeding in between all of the outplants and making sure that they have as much space to grow and then recruit, because ultimately that's the goal, is for all of these plants to just go do that themselves. And another thing that we are seeing, coconut rhinoceros beetle is a pretty important issue, especially here on Oahu, but really it's for the entire island chain. So what we do is we'll monitor, make sure that we're not getting or not seeing any damage on any of the trees. And if we do see damage, then we'll work with the rest of our fellow co-workers across the department and then make sure that we can treat these guys the best that we can, so hopefully nip it in the bud before it gets too major.
Now let's talk about volunteer work. Now this, what we're doing, and this area that we're at, this is not part of a tour here at Kualoa Ranch, but there's also some volunteer opportunities for those who are interested.
So working with the education department, they're able to coordinate with different teachers, other community groups to coordinate these volunteer outings, and then we'll take them over here to our spaces, do a brief little introduction, go over the history like how we talked about today, and then get into doing some weeding around the outplants. And then if it does happen to fall during outplanting season, then also get to outplant a few native plants as well.
Now, how many natives are you folks planting in a season?
We're planting roughly 3,000 plants. And again, these are all plants that we have collected fruit from up in our forested areas and then brought back to our own native greenhouse. And so the main takeaway that we hope that our visitors can get from this section of the tour is that this is what a native forest is supposed to look like. This is what makes Hawaii, Hawaii.
And if people wanted to learn more about your educational programs or maybe book a tour that goes right around this area so they can see all that you have done, where would they go?
They can go to kualoa.com. That is our website, and they can book a tour there and kind of get a sense of what's going on. And then as far as the specific work that we do here in stewardship, as well as what livestock is doing and what the different ag sites are doing, then they can go onto our Instagram account at Kualoa Grown.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me today.
Thank you for being here.
All right, we're going to have all the details up on our website as well, hainaudaily.com. Aloha. I really love what they're doing over there at Kualoa Ranch. Go ahead and check them out. And now let's take it to the Valley Aisle. Here's Jonathan Masaki with details on the Hui Mo'olelo exhibition on Maui.
Hui Mo'olelo, by definition, means a gathering of stories, and that is exactly what is shared here at the Kahului exhibition. Located in front of the Macy's men's department, there are 9 different panels. Each features 2 subjects and a brief narrative about the pair.
It really is an amazing project, and many of the interviews have been intergenerational. Somebody older with somebody younger, and it helps to recall all of these stories.
Jocelyn Romero Damirba is a lifelong resident of Maui. She is paired with another Valley Isle native, Kaho'ivai Belsom. Each story is brought to life through portraits painted by artist Christina Wine. In addition to what you see at the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center, there is a recording that you can find online of each participant's mo'olelo. Jocelyn shares one story about Kaho'ivai that broke her heart.
Talk to her. What she said was, her father said they had to change their name, their Hawaiian name, because it was, too hard for people to be able to pronounce.
Also on the recording, a mo'olelo of what Kaho'ivai means and how she explains the Chinese side of her family as well. Another interesting story in this exhibit is between Keikoa Inamoto and Kavela Basquera.
One of the most things I came out of this with Auntie Kekoa was the resilience of women and how she holds Queen Kahumanu in a very esteem of the role model of resilience for women and breaking boundaries. And Auntie Kekoa is all about breaking boundaries.
Calvela also shares it was Auntie Kekoa's mo'olelo about Queen Kahumanu that inspired this mural at the old Sears store wall. It depicts Nawahine standing strong in defense of their king.
We've been getting such great positive feedback, a lot of tears, but a lot of like, oh, I didn't know that about them, or I didn't, oh, that's awesome.
Just come and even take 5 to 10 minutes to take a look at who was here, what they're saying, what their little stories are, just little clips. You can listen to all of it on the web. It'll just lift your day, I think, and certainly deepen your experience about being a Hawaii resident.
The Hui Mo'olelo Kahului exhibition is presented by the Queen Kahumanu Center in partnership with the Maui Public Art Corps. It'll be on display until the end of March.
All right. Well, we have till the end of March to take a look at that on Maui. Go ahead and get all of that information on our website, hainaldaily.com. I just want to mahalo everybody for joining us today here on Hai Nal Daily. And if you haven't got that Valentine's Day gift, make sure you check out Honolulu Med Spa. They've got all the deals for the month of February. We're going to see you guys all tomorrow. See you later.